We are going to make a snowman out of real snow with lots of other materials that we have around the house. So I'm going to show you what I have and let's get started. So I have a big bowl of snow. You can see that fresh snow we've got here that you guys can grab outside. And I've got some, in here I got some pretzels, I got some raisins, some marshmallows, and I have some toothpicks, some sprinkles, and I've got gloves and some juice and a cup and some flour if you want to put that down first before we build our snowman. So we are going to get started. I am going to try first with my hands and see how cold it is. If you don't want to touch it with your hands, you can go ahead and build your snowman with your gloves on. Also, you can put your snow in Ziploc bags, so you can do that too. So once we build a snowman, I'm going to leave a little bit of snow to put in the Ziploc bag so you guys can squish it and feel the temperature. And then I'm also going to make a drink. So we could do that too with some snow and some juice. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to put my hand in here. Oh, this is nice and cold. So I'm going to make my snowman here. This is nice packing snow. So remember, when we have a snowman, we got 3 different sizes, right? So we have a small, a medium. So we're going to go a little bit bigger than that. So I'm going to do 2 of these with my bare hands, and then I'm going to do the last big one with my gloves on. This is perfect packing snow, so I think we picked a good day here. I hope you guys had a nice New Year's and a nice Christmas. Okay. So there's my medium size, and then I'm going to put my gloves on so I can show you that I'll work with your bare hands, or if it's too cold or you don't want to touch it, you can do it with your gloves on. So I'm going to put some gloves on. Now my hands are wet. It's hard to get these on here. Whoa. Okay. So now my gloves, and I'm going to get in here and make my big one. Okay. I'm making a mess, but this is fun. Woo. All right, let's see. So we've got a small ball, a medium one, and now we're going to make a big one here. I'm also going to try if I can see this thing stand up. But if you guys can't get it to stand up, you can just have it to lay down. That's fine too. We're getting there. And now remember, you're going to save some if you want for your juice. Okay. There we go. All right, so let's see if we can get this thing. I'm going to take these off. And let's see if we can get this to stick together. So I've got my big one here. I'm going to put my medium one on top. Oh, this is the best packing snow. I'm so excited. And the small one. Oh, if that happens, it's okay. Right? No snowman's perfect. Cool. Okay, so if you can see, I'm going to add a little bit more because mine got squished here. And it's starting to melt, which is also cool. You know what we could do? Let's do that at the end too. So let's make a snowman since you guys left off some snow. And then we can take the snow, and I have a tray here. And if you guys have a tray or even your table, if mom and dad say it's okay, and we could just take pieces of snow in our hand and just kind of draw with the snow, and when you can watch it melt. So we're going to do that too. All right, because my snowman's melting. So let's do this. So I've got some pretzels. I'm going to put that in there. You guys can use sticks too if you want to go outside and grab some sticks. That's fine. Ooh. Get it in there. There we go. And then I've got some raisins. I think this is going to work. Yeah. Perfect. And then we'll go this way. Oh gosh. I'm going to use, there we go. Oh, it's like a, perfect. Cool. Okay. Oh! I down. I got to turn it so I can see what I'm doing here. Hold on a second. I kind of have to divot this a little bit. And then put this one in there. Oh gosh. There we go. Okay, and now I even have a carrot too. You guys can see, so I'm gonna put that in there. Oh, I like how it's sliding. This is kind of cool. There we go. And now I have a carrot. There we go. I also have some toothpicks. So I'm gonna give this guy like, I think we'll do like a mohawk. I think we could do that. Should we go blue? Let's do it. There we go. And be creative, whatever you guys have around the house, whatever you want to, this is like perfect packing snow. So whatever you guys have around the house will work. Oh, he's looking cool. I'm digging it. Look at this mohawk. You are so cool. Check him out. What? Okay. And we'll put one back here. Alright. I also have some sprinkles. So if you guys want to color your snowmans too, I have some purple left over and some green from Christmas. I'm gonna see what, I don't even know what this is gonna look like. You know what would be cool, which I think might happen, is if we put the sprinkles on, it's gonna melt and then you can kind of see. So let's try it. And I'm doing it on a tray, so if you don't want to clean this up, oh, this is cool. All right, so I'm gonna put some sprinkles on here. Whoa. And because it's clean snow, you guys can try it too. If we have the sprinkles on there and see if it tastes good. My guy's looking pretty cute. Okay, how about, let's see, I have these toothpicks. What if we put, oh, like mittens. Ooh, or excuse me, not toothpicks. I have these marshmallows. Let's put these on his little ends of there. It looks like little mittens. There we go. Oh! Uh-oh. Mr. Snowman, your nose fell out. And an eye. I think we're going to have to make this a little smaller. There we go. Now he's got like a crooked nose, which is cool. You know what? If this isn't working too, you can take a toothpick and put it on the end of the raisin and kind of jam it in there. And then I'm going to snap this so it's not as long. And you just go right in there. There we go. Okay, so now I got my snowman. He's got one glove. Let's rock another glove. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so here's my snowman. How about we switch and let's try to make our juice. So I'll leave this guy here because he is way cool. I'm going to get him right in the corner here. Sweet. Okay. All right. Did you guys see the full effect? Awesome mohawk. Okay, so now I've got a cup here and I've got a spoon and I'm going to scoop this in here. Same thing. If you guys want to get more input, take your hands and put it in there. But if you're drinking it, I'm going to use a spoon. I wash my hands, but it doesn't hurt to just use a spoon. And then I'm also going to save for my bag, and I'm going to save for when we're going to paint a little bit with the snow on the table. Okay, so now I've got my cup of ice, snow, and I'm going to put some juice in here. I went with apple juice. All right, put some of that in there. Okay, let's mix this up and see how it tastes. All right, so let's try our snow apple juice. Pretty good. Not bad. You can also put other stuff in here if you want to try to put juice or I mean another kind of juice, but apple juice tastes pretty good. Okay, how about let's try to put our snow in our bags. And we'll do that so you guys can also get the feeling of the cold, but not having to touch it. So if you want, Mom again can put the snow into the bag. And then we'll close it up. So now we got the snow in here. Ooh, that feels cool. So now you guys can squish the snow. You can hear it. It's really cold, but you don't have to get your hands wet. Squish, squish, squish. How's our snowman doing? Oop, still good. Alright, so I'm going to be squishing my bag here, and you can get it to really tiny pieces. Oh no! So you are going to see that your snowman's going to start melting, but that's okay. I think we're going to do the same trick here. So I'm going to put a little bit, I'm going to go this way and put the toothpick in my carrot. I'm going to snap that off, and we'll put that right in there. There we go. Sweet. Alright, so we have our snowman, and you can keep going. I just wanted to show you different things that you guys can do, but if you want to keep decorating your snowman, that's fine with me. So we have our snowman with all of our stuff. We've got a bag that you can squeeze and feel without getting wet. We've got our snack that we can make with some juice. And, alright, so let's try, we can take a piece of the snow out and we can start drawing some stuff on the table. So what you could do with this is I'm going to move some stuff so we can see. I'm going to keep my snowman here because he is so cool. I like him in the corner. Oh, I think I can put him in there. There we go. Alright, I'm also, you know what, I should remind myself to take a picture of this guy because I don't want him to melt, so I can post it so you guys can see. Alright, so I'm going to take some flour, or you guys can take some sugar or whatever you want, but I'm just going to put it a little bit on the table, just for fun, just to have something else on here when we play with the water. Flour feels really cool on your hand, it's super soft, so I like how that goes. Alright, so I'm going to take some of this. So we made our ball already, so why don't you make another one because it's such good packing snow. You guys can see. And then you can draw. I'm going to, you know what, you guys see the snowman. I'm going to move this guy so you guys can see what I'm doing. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so if you guys can see, I think I got to go this way. There we go. So if I want, I'm going to put this down. Perfect. Okay. So if I want to make some shapes, so if mom or dad wants to help, so we can do with our flour, let's get a little bit more. So we can practice with some shapes if you want. And then you have, so, okay, so we have our flour here, so let's say we want to make, hold on a sec, let's do a little bit more. Okay, so let's say if we want to make a circle, you guys can see that. And then we can have you copy the circle so we can go around and I can see it on the table. So now you get the feeling of the cold, you get to see it, and you're painting with the snow. It's just clear and it's just water, but it's cool because you could totally see it, right? I'm going to see what it does if I put this on top of the flour and actually trace the circle. So that's going to make like a paste, like a little paste. So if mom and dad are okay with you guys working on this, this looks actually kind of cool because now the water and the flour coming together make a paste. Alright, so let's do another one. So I'm going to put this on here. So you can also do hand over hand for this part. So if you want to work on the shapes with your child and do hand over hand, so have them do, because this flower feels really cool. So have them do, you know, hand over hand so we could do a triangle. I'm sorry, it got kind of small. If you guys, there we go, you guys can see it. But make it bigger if you want. I kind of ran out of space here. So now I have a triangle, and then same thing. So you can take your ice, and now we have a triangle. And then like I said, the feeling of the ice, and then you can see it on the table, and it's just water. So it's kind of fun. Okay. So you know what else you can do if they don't want to touch the flour, but we also want to still work on the shape? You can use a spoon, or I could use one of my pretzels. So let's say if they don't want to touch the flour, but we still want to work on the shape. We've got more flour here. oopsies. We could do a square on this one. So now, oopsies, my fingers are getting messy. So now we have our pretzel, and now we can draw. So now they're not touching the flower, but they're still doing the same thing. And now we have a square. If they don't like the feeling of the pretzel, you can use anything that you think that they would tolerate. And then same thing. So here's our square. And now I'm going to take my square and go this way. This can also work for letters too. So if you, snowman down! My snowman fell! There we go, buddy. There we go. We got one eye left, but we're still here. I'll show you. He kind of fell. He's good now. We got to pick up. Okay. We got one eye. There we go. 2 less. Okay, so now let's do some shapes. Alright, so I'm going to push this up here and put some flower. Excuse me, I said shapes, I meant letters. So we can do letters too. Alright, so I'm going to use my finger and we're going to go A. Okay, so now we have the feeling of A with the flower, and same thing, let's do it with the ice. Remember, we still have our ice ball that we made, and now we have the letter A. And then you can, like I said, go over the flower too, and that makes that paste, which if you want to play with the paste too, it's kind of cool. It's a different, texture of the flour and the water together, so it's like a pasty. And there's a smell, definitely a smell of flour. All right, so we've got our A here. I'm going to spell my name, and then I think we'll wrap this up. So I've got A. Let's see, I can do it right here. Okay, we'll use the pretzel on this one. We got M. There we go. And we're going to do our ice. It's still there. We're going to do M. Okay, and then for one more letter here, if you guys can see, I think I gotta go. Oh, I got flour on my computer. And we're gonna go with Y. There we go. And then we'll do Y. Perfect. All right, guys. Well, I hope you had fun. Oh gosh. Hope you had fun doing your snowman today. My guy's still trucking, so let's bring him back. He's still there, and so I was right. If you guys can see, when the sprinkles melted, now it's got like a tie-dye effect. Oh, gotta be careful. We lost another eye. Hold on. We've got a tie-dye effect in the back here. All right, I'm gonna put my toothpick in here. So that's been holding. So if you guys want to start with the toothpick in there first, that works. Oops. Now he just looks injured. Oh, that's what I'm doing. There, he's a little crooked. Alright, so here's my snowman. Still intact. We've got our mittens, pretzels. He's got an awesome mohawk. He's got an eye, another eye, and a nose here. So if you guys want to try this out, that would be awesome. I'm going to take pictures so you guys can see how it turns out. I hope you had an awesome Christmas and an awesome New Year's, and yeah, have a great week, guys. Take care.